Okay, good evening. Little silent sound there for a second, but that was for emphasis. It is almost September 30th. We're approaching Friday, and this is a quick update on what is now again Hurricane Ian, which is currently a Cat 1 at this particular time. We're going to go into a little bit of specifics tonight, not as much, but we're going to go into a couple of things that we need to discuss this evening. So, I want to give you is an idea of where the eye is. First of all, let's erase that. This is where the eye is. More, I guess, accurate way of describing it. Erase all that way we don't make another blunder. So what I want to show you is this. It's so hard to make out the eye on this. And what I mean is when you go to Geocon, it's, truly remarkable where we've been in terms of how this storm has particularly looked. And right here, I'm going to move my computer screen to the right so you can get a better idea. Somewhere around here. I want to center it. Yeah, as we go into day into night, you really can't tell where this eye is. It's just, yeah, the eye briefly shows up. What I'll do, I guess I can try this once it comes up. Yeah, right around here. This is where the eye is. You see it, but it's so fast. And, the way that this is designed to go, it's just making it so difficult to give you a specific on where the eye is. This is a satellite image from Tuesday, right as it was going over Cuba. And as you see here, this is what it looked like as it was about to bear on Florida. This is yesterday. And obviously it was just clouds all over the state of Florida. Now we go to tonight. This is the situation that we're looking at right now. So what I want to do is go into the wind and read a couple of things from the National Weather Service office in Tampa Bay, Florida. Now you can read this, but I'll zoom in just in case if you are on a smartphone or a tablet, and it's going to make it a little bit difficult to keep up with me. So if you're looking at these specifics, Cape Coral had the highest wind gust, 140 mile per hour reported. You're looking at Punta Gorda, Charlotte County, 124. We can't really give any specifics right now on what happened in Fort Myers, but it just shows you the intensity of the storm. Now, highest winds. They always focus on the winds. It's just so incredible. Oh, here we go. This is what I was looking for. So Southwest Florida International Airport had a 110 mile per hour wind gust. Wow. So that's just incredible. The airport is right by the water. And then there's Fort Myers. So Fort Myers had a 100 mile per hour wind gust. I was finally able to find the rainfall. It took a while, but it finally budged. So let me move this up a little bit, and you can take a look for yourself ding darling, almost 5 inches of rain reported. And I'm just trying to see if Cape Coral is here. I don't see Cape Coral at the moment. But Fort Myers has a 2.75 inch rainfall amount recorded. So no surprise there. So now, what I want to do is take a look at the specific power outages, because they will determine the fate of what it was. And a lot of people were complaining in the last video, oh, I couldn't read the numbers, I couldn't see anything. Well, now I'm zooming out so you can see it. Now you can see it better. Okay, here we go. Lee County right now is seeing 413,734 customers out. Charlotte County, 112,048. DeSoto, 14,000 are out. Hardy's pretty much out. Highlands is pretty much out. Sarasota's out. Manatee's out. Hillsborough and Tampa is still out at the moment. And then Pinellas County, I mean, Clearwater is still seeing some outages. Here's Volusia County. Volusia's pretty much knocked out. Brevard County, they are quickly trying to restore the outages over there. Now we want to focus on where Jacksonville is. Duval County, not seeing as much, but St. Johns County is pretty much seeing a decent chunk out. Not as big, but yes, some parts of Florida are still seeing some outages. And the number I can give you, and let me see if I can pull up the number. I don't think I can get you a number at the moment, but let's try. Let's attempt something here. We can attempt this. Okay, here we go. The number's going to come up right here. Now you see it. Florida, 2,207,902 customers are still without power. Yes, so you're looking at nearly half the state still without power. Let's go into some of the specifics. FPL&C right now is reporting the most outages, 5 million. Wait, is this correct? Wow, I cannot even make this number out. But oh, okay, here we go. Those are the customers tracked. 1,088,221 for Florida Power Light Company. Lee County Electric, LECEP is starting to get back online, but it's going to take a while for them to restore everyone. That's the one I'm more concerned about, is LECEP. So hopefully they'll get everybody back online. Just taking a look at Pinellas County, which I'm very familiar with. How are they doing over there? Ooh, Duke Energy is reporting 142,859 out in Pinellas County. Yes, that's Clearwater. I know exactly where that is. So, looking at Duke Energy, 566,000. Oh, okay, so Duke's quickly trying to restore everybody. That's the good news. So at least Duke is coming back online. Where's Orange County? I want to see if I can pull up Orange. Where is Orange? Here we go. This is Orlando. Right. Okay, so Duke's trying to restore its customers out there too. OUC is starting to get back online as well. Okay. So, now we need to focus on the current situation. And if my radar could load, that would be fantastic. So let's see if we can reload the radar. It shouldn't take that long to do it. We're going to pull up the radar in just a second. Zoom out. Here is South Carolina. That's what we want to focus on tonight. But we also have to focus on Savannah. So let's draw our map again. Yes. The dandelion is still here from last night. Look at that. Okay. So, Savannah. Could this band of rain from the Cat 1 make its way up? We don't know. Everybody right now is focused on Charleston, South Carolina tonight. So what we're going to do to wrap up this video is take a look at the 11 p.m. advisory and see what the National Hurricane Center believes is the path of the storm. Okay, so here is the 11 p.m. advisory. Currently, right now, location is about 185 miles south of Charleston, South Carolina. About 265 miles away from the Cape in North Carolina. Maximum sustained winds are 80 miles per hour, so therefore disqualifies as a Cat 1, because on the central pressure, you're looking at 986. Okay. So, this is the situation that we would be concerned about. Pretty much you're looking at the storm surge warning going from the Cape in North Carolina, and it's pretty much extended for parts of Georgia to North Carolina. Hurricane warning is there. So that is the most important thing. So this is the alarming thing. I just saw it on the track. A turn toward the north. Yes, read this carefully. A turn toward the north is expected early tomorrow, followed by a turn towards the north-northwest, increase in forward speed. So therefore, this is getting a lot closer to Myrtle Beach, South Carolina than originally expected. Yes. So this explains why, again, and I said this last night, a lot of meteorologists, since earlier this week in the Grand Strand, have been keeping an eye on this storm. A Cat 1 is likely expected to make landfall a few miles south of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, as early as tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow night. So this is, again, another unfortunate circumstance that the Carolinas now have to worry about another dangerous hurricane situation. They've just had it very rough there the past couple of years with the storms that have impacted them. Okay, so nothing about the Atlantic, but I'm worried about Myrtle Beach now. They're gonna see something very alarming. No question about that. So what I want to do now is take a look at a couple more specifics to wrap up this video. What I want to do is take a look at when the winds are going to arrive. That's what I want to know first. When are the winds coming? Winds would be coming pretty much now. The winds are coming already. The winds are already coming. And get this, tropical storm force winds are now expected in Virginia and all the way up to Delmarva as soon as tomorrow afternoon. As to be expected. So this is why Ocean City, Maryland canceled their music festival this weekend. Made a lot of sense because they were expecting a lot of rain along the Atlantic this weekend, and the wind. Okay, so now what I want to do, go to the warning cone. This is what I need to illustrate. This is the important thing that I need to illustrate. This is very important. You know, I can't stress this enough. I can't stress this enough as much as possible. There we go. I want to pull this up. This is, again, moving a little bit north. This is what I'm worried about. Is Myrtle Beach going to see an impact? It's looking like Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, you again could be in this pathway. So I would strongly advise you, not just in Charleston, but if you're in Myrtle Beach, please pay attention to local broadcast in Myrtle Beach. I highly recommend, I know I'm biased, but watch Channel 15. Because WPDE is going to get you through this storm like they have in the past. I've watched their coverage. Ed Petrosky does a phenomenal job over there in Myrtle Beach. So stay tuned to his updates because he will get you through this storm. He definitely will. So now on that discussion, what I want to do now is take a look at rain. What's the rain? That's the last thing I want to look at before flooding. Yes. Charleston. 6 to 10 inches. 4 to 6 expected in Myrtle Beach. I don't know. I mean, could this move up? See where my question mark is from earlier? Could this move up to Myrtle Beach? Oh, and then it gets good. It gets good. No wonder the music festival was canceled in Delmarva this weekend in Ocean City. Look at this. Let's go back to my drawing board here. Here is Ocean City, Maryland. All right. See this? No wonder the music festival had to get canceled. They were supposed to host the music festival this weekend. That had to get canceled. No way they were going to do that with the rain and the wind in Ocean City. So, won't be as bad in Delmarva, but imagine, I'm just going to say this right now. And I am thankful Mother Nature is, being generous again to Delmarva, but flash flooding is still a potential in Delmarva. Could be a lot worse, but I am just going to say this right now. Flash flooding is expected in Delmarva until Sunday, the way it looks. So Delmarva needs to also be on close alert for what this could be and I'm going to make my own quote, for a potential mid-Atlantic storm again. Yes. A potential mid-Atlantic storm is expected in Delmarva again. And no, it's not a nor'easter. Nor'easter is New Jersey and New York. No. I'm calling this a mid-Atlantic storm. Alright? Now, okay, marginal flash flooding is also expected in Wilmington. Yikes. Okay, but yeah, you're looking at flash flooding in Myrtle Beach. And look at this. Flash flooding also expected in Charlotte, North Carolina. So, I am just going to say this right now. If this storm went out to sea and it took a path where it strengthened, and let's say it went from here where it is now and it strengthened and it was going to make a left turn, I count my blessings that the Delmarva Peninsula, let's move this up. I count my blessings this is not moving towards the Delmarva Peninsula. On that sense. Okay, so that's going to wrap up this update. One more look at the storm again. Definitely Tropical Tidbits has a better view tonight than anywhere else you could look for. So, to all my viewers in South Carolina, please stay safe. And especially in Delmarva coming up this weekend. I would recommend, if you're in Delmarva, I would recommend, if you can, evacuate. Because, just telling you now, and this is just coming from what things are looking like right now, I would strongly recommend, if you can, to evacuate further inland to Pennsylvania right now, because this is just going to be a very, Very dangerous flash flooding situation in Ocean City. You do not want to be in Ocean City during a flash flood emergency. I've been through it. It's not fun to see Coastal Highway get flooded. So again, go into Pennsylvania. That's your safe place to evacuate. If you can get further inland, I would say towards Lancaster or somewhere a little bit north of Lancaster, that's your best bet to evacuate. Somewhere around here. Not going to get any rain. You're not going to get any torrential downpours. It's a safe place to evacuate. So, that's pretty much it. Again, stay safe. You know, I'm telling you right now, you don't want to be in Ocean City. You really don't. And if you're in South Carolina, you're running out of time. You're basically running out of time. I would highly recommend to go further inland into Georgia right now if you can. That would be your best place to evacuate right now. So, that's it. Stay safe, and I'll try to do another update tomorrow. Have a good night. And this concludes tonight's coverage of Hurricane Ian.